Good morning, my angels. It is Friday. Friday. Happy Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And yes, thank God it is Friday. I hope you're waking up to a beautiful day, a beautiful sunshine upon your journey, whether you're already at your desk or on your way to the airport at work. Thank you for watching. This is Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers All, and this is your weekly Friday wake-up call where we tap into the energies of the cards for things that you might need to be aware of, or might be a reminder of something that you need to take care of for your Friday. Join me back for the weekend for our general weekend readings. I now will be doing a lot of the intros at the end of the reading if you want to get up to date with any channel updates. Cause a blessing prayed for as they always are to allot for time. I welcome you in love and light. The affirmation for this Friday, you get, I am a radiant being who finds purpose, passion, and hope within myself. So this Friday, a reminder to yourself that you're a radiant being who finds purpose, passion, and hope within themselves. A reminder that whatever you desire and what you want, first find it within you. Sometimes we tend to give up, or sometimes we fall short of God's grace or our own grace, and we envy what we see in others when we forget to look at how much we have and how much we are, sometimes in most cases more than what we see in others. So take an inner look into yourself today and find your purpose and find your passion and live within it, and remind yourself just what a beautiful being you are, Sagittarius. Let's see what the other messages we get for today. We get Princess Energy. You can be your own knight. Listen, for those of you who are struggling in relationships and you don't have someone with you, this is basically saying you don't need a Prince Charming. You don't need a partner on your arm to justify, to make you a beautiful person, or to make you, noticeable, or to feel loved. You can love yourself. Self-love is the most greatest gift that you can give yourself to empower yourself. Self-love actually attracts others to you when they recognize that you recognize your own worth. So you can be your own knight. Don't sit there having a pity party because someone has left you or walked out of your life. That is their loss. You take that loss and you show them what exactly they left behind. You show them in your actions. You show them in your growth and your development, your spontaneity, your beauty, your adventurous. Everything that makes you who you are, you live on that principle. And you don't need anyone else to contribute to that. You can do that all by yourself. Anyone who has the ability to date you, to be in your presence, that is a blessing for them. And sometimes they need to be reminded of that, and so do you. We also get the card of the Evil Queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. A reminder this Friday, stop settling. Stop putting yourself in situations that you don't need to be in. Stop accepting other people's lies. You know what I mean? Just to make yourself to be known or to feel loved. Self-acceptance. I really feel like this Friday, the message is many of you have to go back to looking in the mirror, looking within your own soul and spirit, and recognizing and admitting to yourself who and what you are, where you come from, your strong ancestry, what your purpose is. You are much more than what you think people see you as, or what you project yourself to be to them. Stop living for others and live for yourself, Sagittarius. Stop taking the salt when you should be giving sugar and sweets and crowns and gems and jewels. You deserve sugar, not salt. Stop settling for those frogs. Stop settling for friends who are only your friends in good times and disappear in bad times. You deserve more. With the message of villain, you can always rewrite the story. We're fortunate sometimes to have great people come in our life, to have great mentors, great friends, great family. And then there's those times where we have those frogs. We have those people who want to hurt us, or those people who disappoint us, those people who steal from us, or tease us, or chastise us, or make fun of us. You don't have to give them that power. And the way you don't give them that power is you remove yourself from their space. You set up boundaries and you don't allow them to be the villain in your life. You don't welcome their energy. You can rewrite the story. Just because you were involved with a person, or you let someone hurt you, or you didn't avoid getting hurt by someone, doesn't mean that you have to accept that and continue in that space. You can rewrite that story by starting over. And if you want to continue a friendship with someone, then you start over and you say, hey, you put them in the place. You kind of check them, right? For you guys and gals who like basketball, like when someone's trying to get to the hoop and you block their shot, yeah, you're going to block their energy and you're going to put them in a place and say, hey, oh no, we're not having that. I'm not allowing you to do this anymore. I might have allowed you to do it in the past. I might have allowed you to speak to me, out of the wrong side of your mouth. I might have allowed you to do a lot of things, but the buck stops here. Sagittarius, we're loving, we're kind, but we also have a limit, like most people do. We have that point where the boundaries and the fence then get built so high that we will never allow you to hurt us. We will never allow you to cross those boundaries, to be rude or to be disrespectful or hurtful to us. So don't allow people to be a constant villain in your life and give them the energy to think that you are a sucker to it, or that you have to succumb to it. You can rewrite the story by writing the narrative of how you want that friendship or relationship to be or not to be. Because remember, you Sagittarius always have the option to remove people from your life by simply not dealing with them, or setting boundaries that you deal with them, but only if they act according to your principles. So when we take that you can be your own knight, combined with not dealing with people's negative energy and settling, right? Not just taking the sour grapes from people when we deserve rubies and pearls and diamonds, and not accepting being the villain, allowing them to treat us this way. We've got to work on self-development. We've got to work on self-pride, self-worth, your dignity. You've got to tap into your intuitiveness. You know when you're dealing with a bad apple. You know when you're in the wrong crowd. So let your inner spirit, let your inner guidance help you to remove yourself from those situations, or to at least get control of them, where again, you are giving the narrative and you're setting the rules and the guidelines. At the bottom of the deck, we get wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Sometimes we use excuses to stay in situations, and we're like, well, when I get enough money, I'll leave him or her. Or when I get this, I'll do that. Stop looking for excuses. Stop waiting for something to help you get out of a situation or to make a change in your life. Just like this card says, you never needed those wings to fly. Everything that we have, we basically have or need, is in our life, is in our spirit, is in our soul, our DNA to begin with. We've just got to tap into it and stop listening to the haters and the naysayers, and start believing in who we are. So this Friday, it's about recognizing your self-acceptance, your self-worth, not letting people take control and push the narrative for you to follow them, but yet you be the leader and you invite who you want into your circle if they're going to act according to your principles. Let's see what we get in the middle of this deck. Uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. Wow. And that's the vibe that some of you might need to have. You might have to stay away from certain people and be like, when they come to you with their little deals, or let's do this, let's do that, let's get together, and you don't really want to do that, you've got to be strong enough now to say, not just succumb because, again, you feel like you owe people something, or you don't want people to think of you a certain way. No, if you don't want to deal with someone, if you don't want to go somewhere, if you don't want to participate in something, just say, no, I'm sorry. I prefer to keep my focus on what I have going on in my life right now. I don't have time to entertain this. So you standing up and saying no to people is vitally important for your own growth and development. So I love that we got this card, that many of you know that you're uninterested in certain people or in certain things that people are trying to get you to do and involved in. But again, that gracious side of Sagittarius is preventing you from saying no. No, you've got to say no, because you need to take that time and energy to focus on what is important in your life right now. And a lot of what many of you having going on, or what you would like to have going on, is far more important to your life and your stability and your journey than what your friends and family and other people might be trying to get you to partake in. Let's go to my Tigris Telled Oracle. I'm just going to take half the deck because you know it's a big deck. Let's see what card we get. Restore a broken relationship. This might be the Friday that some of you might decide to restore a broken friendship. Maybe you've had a dream about this person, or you ran into someone, they were talking about this person. This person might not be doing well financially or physically. They might be going through some hard times. And you're not speaking, or you might have had a little rift in your relationship, but it wasn't nothing that terrible that you should not speak forever, ever, ever. So some of you might have that within your heart to try to reach out to someone, to be a friend again to someone in time of need. Again, it's all about healing and forgiveness, because we too want to be forgiven when we do wrong things. The final card we get is enjoy life alone or without a partner. I love this because it kind of comes full circle with the first card that we got, which was the Princess card, saying that you can be your own knight. And with my deck, it just confirms it with the last card saying enjoy a life alone or with a partner. So however you need to do it, or want to do it, it's fine. If you have a partner and it works for you, that's great. But if you don't have a partner, that doesn't mean that your life is going to be terrible. A lot of us prefer to remain single because it works for us. Relationships are hard work. They take time. It's demanding. There's a lot of mind games. There's a lot of trust issues. There's so much time and energy and effort that has to go into relationships. And sometimes you just don't have the time to do it, or you haven't found the partner that you feel you want to do it with. So that's okay until you find that partner, or that partner shows up. You love you. You enjoy your life with you, your friends, your family, whatever it is that flips your boat, that helps you find your purpose. So we have to stop self-defining ourselves by, I need a man, I need a woman in my life, I'm not whole without one. That's absolutely not the case. You can be your own knight in shining armor. You can love yourself even better than most people can. And again, what you reflect to the world is what you show others. Hey, this is how you love me. This is how I want to be loved. And guess what? Maybe they'll get it right, and some of them might come back and actually correct their ways and love you the right way. Or that prince and that shining arm, they might come later down the road, but you won't be alone. You have your self-love, you have your friends, you have your family, your commitment to God, and everything else that you're enjoying during this purpose. And there's nothing like a peace of mind. And sometimes being single, the greatest gift that you can give yourself is a peace of mind. May you have a blessed Friday, and come back to the channel. Enjoy a lot more of the content. Namaste.